This is Mr. P. Beep, your business and pleasure, Anton Ross, joined once again by Coach Hammer, Martin, Antonio. I loved your look at the other game behind the scenes.
Oo, kasi kailangan light sensitive, pero ikaw gusto ko yung energy mo today. Ganda ng first game natin. Hanggang sa dulo, doon nagkatalo. And of course, congratulations, Letran Knights. Sunod-sunod na panalo, dictating the trends here. Of course, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. The Letran Knights looking like every bit of the defending champions.
Hey, you know who enjoyed that game? Baby Bear Andre Paras.
Oh, definitely.
He's a guy who is very physical as a basketball player at nakita na yung banggaan ni na Big Boy Sean O'Malley, Louis Sanggalang who had a monster game on the boards, 18 rebounds. Nakikita natin kung gaano kainit ng bakbakan na to. 69 para sa Letran, LPU 64. Nakabawi yung mga Letranista, and that just goes to show na talagang nag-iba na yung ihip ng hangin at takbo ng opensa at depensa para sa Letran nung bumalik na sa lineup si Louis Sanggalang at si Brent Paraiso.
Teka lang ano lang ako. Yun yung nagdadala sa kanila. Dahil, alam mo, napakaganda ng addition ni Brent Paraiso. Of course, season nanalo ng kampyonato. But with the improvement of Louis Sanggalang at yung mas maraming touches na nakukuha niya this season, nakikita natin na siya yung nagiging focal point ng opensa. Parang maganda yung kombinasyon nila, Rayson, Franyu, and Paraiso on the top of the key. And then blue-collar lunch pail guys, itong sila Sanggalang, the other big guys na nagpo-provide ng interior presence sa alam natin na laging baon ng Letran taon-taon.
Okay, Coach. Dahil nanalo itong Letran, sila ang unang kupunan na nakakuha ng 10 panalo dito sa season 98 ng NCAA, pero hindi pa sila yung number 1. Yung number 1 sa liga, maglalaro bukas ang Benil Blazers against your San Pedro Red Lions in one of the most highly anticipated matchups this season. I want to get your thoughts. Sorry for being super excited, pero
I am super excited.
I can't lie, I am super excited. I can't wait for tomorrow's game. What do you think is going to happen? And who do you think is better right now? Like, kung gagawa ka ng power rankings, Benil o Letran, sino
I'm going
na
for
muna?
Letran. I'm going for Letran. I'm going for Letran this season. They have been the preseason number 1 of our dito sa Game On the preseason, we picked Letran as the first team to be the number 1 qualifier in the Final Four. They have been playing consistent. They have been playing the Letran brand of basketball that I personally know. So nakikita natin, they are defending and their perimeter scoring is on point. Going forward to the San Beda CSB games, San Beda dehado tomorrow. Of course, 9-3 if I'm not mistaken, ang College of St. Benil Blazers right now. And oh boy, Will Gozum playing lights out throughout the past, 2 games?
34 points in the last game, career high. This guy was even shooting from the outside. He had 2 triples in that game. So talagang he has taken his game to another level. But of course, we still have a second game which you're going to be covering with Kuya Andre Felix later on. This is a good one. San Sebastian against JRU, another one of your favorites. Coach Hammer, what's your breakdown on this matchup?
If the first game was physical, this would be more physical. Yan ang magiging tema ng laro. Of course, JRU and San Sebastian, they love banging inside the shaded area. Pagka merong loose ball, sigurado magkakakiskisan sa ilalim, throwing their weight around. And don't be fooled by the size of these kids. Medyo mga balingkinitan itong mga manglalarong to, pero they look for contact. And I love contact, I love physicality, and the referees have been doing a great job, especially the past few games, controlling the physicality, letting the boys play.
Okay, we haven't seen JRU in a while since their last game against St. Benil. That was more than 2 weeks na nagpahinga ito. Ano yung nakita mong pagbabago? Were they rusty or was Benil just that good on that day?
Will Gozum was that good that day. You can't discount the fact that this guy, our preseason pick, the 3 of us, you, me, and of course Martin Javier, our boy, picked Will Gozum as the hands-down choice. Even Coach Topix Robinson, who joined us,
Yeah.
he was the hands-down choice as league MVP in season 98 and played to his out of his mind in that game. Napakaganda ng inilaro ni Will Gozum. But Ray De La Rosa, as I said in
26
season 97, I mean, I love this guy, of course, a Red Cub, and his brother was a teammate of mine. But Ray De La Rosa providing the leadership that was lacking last season for the JRU Heavy Bombers. They might be a little rusty, but at the end of the day, JRU played their guts out, and they played the brand of JRU basketball na alam natin, tough, competing from the start of the buzzer till the end of the game. Mag-double overtime man yan, mag-overtime, or whenever the game ends, they are ready to play.
Okay, San Sebastian, in their last game, hindi naglaro si Romel Kalahat. I just looked at the back, nag-warm up na si Romel ngayon. So they desperately need him to come up with a strong performance today. Ano naman ang prediction mo sa kanila dito sa kanilang laban?
Well, number one, Ichi Altamirano needs to show up. Asan si Ichi? Maganda yung inilalaro niya nung yan, kaibigan natin yan, of course. Ichi Altamirano has been a little bit shooting blanks in the first round, but syempre markado na rin siya. Known as a scorer even in the amateur ranks itong si Ichi Altamirano. He needs to really step up and provide the firepower. Dahil andyan na yung Villapando can provide a lot of the other things. Plays hard defense, pro-ready. Kenneth Villapando, Romel Kalahat provides a toughness inside there. A little bit undersized this year, but walang Alex De Soyo. Tabingi yung daliri.
Oo nga.
Na-dislocate yung kamay. So Escobedo and the other guys need to really step up. And si Paeng Are, inaantay pa natin yung breakout game. So I'm expecting him to step up in this game.
Yeah, our hearts goes out to Alex De Soyo who dislocated the index finger on his right hand.
Nagtataka nga ako
sa simula pa lang ng laro
na nakalusot na hindi maglaro kasi feeling ko pinigilan to ng kanilang training staff. Kasi if it's a dislocated finger, pag kaya ilaro, you tape it and you forget it. You just play and play.
Alam mo, ikaw talaga gusto mo kahit nasasaktan yung mga player, naglalaro pa rin.
Laro! Kasi, alam mo, especially in the NCAA, ito, kausap ko yung mga ibang players ko kanina. You only have 5 years. If you're lucky, you can play 5 years in the NCAA. Every rep counts. The coaches are watching, the scouts are watching. So, pag maglalaro ka, hindi ka na dapat nag-aatubili. Talagang, papakita mo, pusong kampiyon ka, buhos.
Ball is life. Ball so hard.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely
what this guy lives by. Yun yung kanyang mantra. Alright, maraming nangyari nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA. So let's take a look back. Balik tanaw muna tayo sa ating The Week in Review.
Konting timeout muna tayo mga kapuso para balikan ang mga maiinit na labanan na nangyari nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball.
Inside pass, Caralipia na naman!
Noong Biyernes, nakabawi ang Letran sa Arellano na tumalo sa kanila sa first round. Final score ng kanilang second round matchup, 65 Knights, 53 Chiefs. 13 points at 13 rebounds ang inambag ni King Caralipio para sa defending champions.
A minute and 10 remaining. Herrera's the runner!
On Saturday, Perpetual scored their biggest win of the season as they outlasted San Beda in overtime 75-72. John Abis tallied a career-high 21 points, while big man Mark Denver Omega recorded a career-best 22 boards in the morale-boosting win.
Has been offered Baloa. Here's the breakaway.
In the game that followed, Mapua nipped EAC 77-67 behind Warren Bonifacio's 18-point performance.
He's been the best player in the second half by far.
And on the lone game last Sunday, Letran notched their 6th straight victory at the expense of San Sebastian. The Knights won 69-50 as they were paced by Fran Yu, who finished with a game-high 19 points.
Almost the exact same story against EAC. Aspido!
Nung Martes naman, tinalo ng Mapua ang Perpetual 73-65, bago ang second game kung saan nanaig ang San Beda laban sa EAC 72-64. Career-high 25 points ang pinakita ng sophomore guard na si Tony Inot para sa Red Lions.
Jake Dalamas with the finishing touches.
At nung Miyerkules, dinomina ng Arellano ang LPU 77-63. Bago pinatahimik ng Binil Blazers ang GRU Heavy Bombers 92-79. 34 points ang binuhos ng MVP favorite na si Will Gozum sa laro. At ito ang pinakamalaking single game scoring total sa liga sa huling 2 seasons. So there you have it, another historic and action-packed week of basketball here in NCAA Season 98. Hanggang sa susunod mga kapuso, huwag kalimutan, achieve greatness every day.
Big Big Willie style, Will Gozum career high, 34 points.
Gusto ko yun.
Yung Willennium.
Niready mo yan, Niready mo yan.
But I'm sure mas na-enjoy mo yung career high 25 points ni Tony Tones.
Okay.
Tinulungan mo pa siya bumaba eh. In-interview namin ni Coach Topex.
Of course, really proud of how Tony Inot has been responding. I mean, San Beda has been looking for a leader. Then, James Cuecote is their most talented guy, but every champion squad ng San Beda, they needed to find a guy who had the lion heart. We saw the Robert Bolix, Baser Amers, Ron De La Rosa, Borgie Hermida. Belated happy birthday, kumpare.
So, belated happy birthday.
So nakikita natin na every San Beda squad needs a leader like that. And Tony Inot might be that guy. We'll find out tomorrow if they would be ready. But my favorite performance, MDO, Mark Denver
22
Omega.
rebounds.
22 rebounds. Hanap buhay talaga yung laro na yun.
Hanap buhay.
Oo, pare. Kasi nung nakita siya ng mga coaches that this guy, a 6'5", will throw his weight around and will not be afraid to bang with the big boys, may kalalagyan to batang to. Pwede.
A lot of career high performances, pero yun nga, we're still here in the second round. Marami pang larong magaganap. And speaking of mga kaganapan, ang ating kaibigan na si Billy's Akot bumisita sa isang pop-up.
Mahilig talaga bumisita tong batang to, no?
Ano eh, pagbata talaga, Coach Hammer, kung saan siya napupunta, maraming energy, hindi nauubusan. Okay, yan ang ating abangan dito sa pagbabalik ng Game On! Nagbabalik po kami dito sa loob ng Phil Oil Eco Oil Center sa lungsod ng San Juan. I'm Anton Ross, he's Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and this is your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show, Game On. So hindi lang sports ang ating pag-uusapan natin, ngayon, Coach Hammer, kasi nga, there were a lot of events that happened over the week, not just the games.
Oo, sunod-sunod yan.
Ikaw ba, nung player ka dito sa NCAA, ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo to unwind? I mean, do you like go
Nagbubuhat.
Nagbubuhat. Oo nga
Nagbubuhat.
pala. I asked the wrong guy.
Alam mo naman ako eh, mag-aaral lang ako.
I forgot this guy lives in the gym. Kasi pero may mga kaibigan tayo. Yan, sina Andre Felix, sina Martin Javier. Mick, mahilig lumabas. Bailey's Akot. You know, he's having the time of his life going around.
Kumbaga, yan yung ano natin eh, point person natin sa mga kasiyahan eh. Saka sa mga, tawag na, granatsa.
Pero balita ko may mga basketball games ng mga, you know, sports personalities and celebrities also. Ang tampo ko lang kay Bailey's, bakit hindi tayo
Ikaw ang lagi ako hindi na ako nag-expect na iimbitahan ako. Kasi parang meron, walking fine ako eh. Pagka dumating ako
Uy, hindi naman. Kapag naglaro tayo, ako, ikaw, Martin Javier, Bailey's Akot, laban na, di ba?
Okay na tayo dito. Pagkatapos ng mga laro, okay na tayo sa mga pick-up games natin.
Okay, speaking of, let's find out what that pop-up was all about. Kasi balita ako, may mga fun events, may 3-on-3 basketball. Panoorin natin dito sa report ng ating kasamang si Bailey's Akot.
We Filipinos love the game of basketball. Mapa-arena, mapa-kalye, mapatuon-tuon limahan, umaraw man o umulan, di natin to tatantanan. Dito sa kalye ng BGC, game never stops. 2-on-2, skills challenge, 3-point shootout, at iba pang activities. Lahat ng hinahanap nyo sa basketball, lahat nandito!
Quite a long preparation for us to come up with this very exciting and one-of-a-kind experience for the Filipino basketball fans. This is really all about celebration of, you know, the basketball, which, you know, we all know Philippines is a basketball-loving nation. Pinoys are very crazy about the sport. Ang mga Filipino, basta pagdating sa basketball, talagang naandun. Hindi mawawala yon. It gives us so much comfort to watch basketball. This part of our life na talagang ingrained na siya sa culture natin, ingrained na siya sa buhay ng mga Pilipino. But it's not all about the hype, it's all about passion and the love for the game, di ba? Kaya nga, di ba, always say, puso.
Well, it obviously brings people together. We're all here, it's the second day, and there are so many people still.
Since pagkabata ako talagang ito na yung minahal kong sports and siya rin ang nagbibigay sa akin ng kung ano ko ngayon. Siyempre nakakatulong sa akin, lalo na tong event na to kasi malaking exposure siya sa akin at siyempre nasushowcase ko yung skills ko.
I'm very happy to be here and at the same time, I get to exercise, perspire. I would enjoy this afternoon playing basketball again.
What does it mean to you personally, basketball?
It's my first love, and it will be my first love forever.
Abangan natin ang mga iba pang updates tungkol sa basketball at iba pang mga sports. My name is Bailey Sakot para sa Game On.
Good job, Baileys. But I was waiting for the part where he took out his basketball jersey and his basketball shorts.
At yung goggles na.
Oo
Huwag
nga pala.
makakalimutan yung goggles.
The goggles. Yun yung drip ng ating kasamang si Baileys Akot. Again, good job, brother. Whew! Nakakamiss din yung mga events na gano'n. It's nice to see that, we're still in a pandemic. Pero yun nga, may mga events na nakakapaglaro yung mga tao, mga basketball fans all around the country. And we can see people of all ages were able to participate dun sa mga games.
Definitely. And of course, syempre, yung mga pick-up games din na nagkakaroon na. And marami na rin mga leagues na naglalaro. But of course, NCAA is now on its second round and crucial matchups.
All right, Coach Hammer, are there any other things that you are going to look forward to in the coming weeks? I mean, okay, sa lahat ng mga nanonood, we're gonna take a short break. We're not gonna have a game on Tuesday. We're gonna resume on November 2 kasi we have a long weekend, little break before magpatuloy ang ating mga labanan dito sa NC. What are you looking forward to as we head to this long weekend,
The
Coach?
Final Four run. Yan lang.
Yun na nga, no?
Titignan natin kung sino na yung mga teams na makakuha ng kanilang bearings at dedire-diretso dito dahil we saw LPU lose back-to-back games. We've seen teams make runs like Letran. So titignan natin, are the teams that are inconsistent, namely San Beda, Arellano, San Sebastian, can they find consistency in their Final Four drive?
Ako naman, share ko lang, what I'm looking forward to is talking about our next topic with Martin Javier on Sunday because, this week I've been watching a lot of TV. Siyempre, GMA tayo. Pinapanood ko yung Maria Clara at Ibarra. So, excited ako na ikumpara yung mga NCAA players natin sa mga kapuso celebrities natin. Yan ang ating magiging topic sa linggo. Ikaw, alam mo, kunwari ka pa. You are the biggest closet teleserye fan that I know.
Definitely, pero ako ang pinanonood ko pa rin, syempre. Bobby and Angelo forever. TGIS pa rin.
Uy, he's there, ah.
Oo nga.
He's there, by the way.
Kaya alam ko.
Bobby Andrews. Okay. Coming up next, magtatrabaho pa po ang aking kasama na si Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. At eto na nga, we talked about it. We broke it down. It's gonna be Romel Calahat back in action as the San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags take on the Jose Rizal University Heavy Bombers. This guy is gonna introduce you later on as your analyst, but I would like to give you the opportunity to introduce him as your anchor.
Hindi na ako magpapaligo-ligo pa. Certified lover boy kasama natin on call, of course, Kuya Andre Felix.
Oh, anong ginagawa?
Ewan ko yung kumpare niyo yung kausap. Wala pong usapan.
Ayaw isama si Stephen sa usapan. Silang dalawa lang ni Pong.
Oh, but of course, talagang yan ang backcourt mate natin si Martin tsaka...
Yan ang kuya ng bayan, Mr. Engage. Shout out by the way to his lovely bride-to-be, fiancé Pawi Versosa. Okay, Andre Felix will be working with Coach Hammer in just a bit. So mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Stick around because magpapatuloy ang ating NCAA action. But once again, this has been your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This is Game On!